All right. Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Well, today is extra special. We're diving into As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, and it's all thanks to you. You left an awesome 5-star review.
Oh,
Yeah, you really seem to connect with it, so I wanted to, well, kind of dedicate this whole deep dive to you and your thoughts on this book.
that's fantastic. It's a book that's had a huge impact on me too, so I'm really looking forward to exploring it further, especially with someone who clearly gets it.
I'm excited to get your take on it. Now, for anyone who hasn't had a chance to read it yet, As a Man Thinketh
Mhm.
is all about, well, the power of our thoughts. Allen's whole premise is that our thoughts aren't just these passing things. They actually shape our reality,
Yeah.
our character, the things that happen to us, even our achievements.
You got it. And the crazy thing is, this book was written way back in 1903, but it's still so relevant today.
Yeah. It's incredible how timeless those ideas are.
Yeah.
So you gave this book 5 stars, which tells me something in there really resonated with you. Was there a particular part, maybe a quote or a concept that you found yourself kind of going back to or highlighting?
Well, there were quite a few actually, but if I had to pick one, I'd say it was the whole idea of right thinking
Yeah.
as the key to, well, pretty much everything. Achieving your goals, finding happiness, you name it.
Right thinking. I like that. But what does that actually mean? Is it just like thinking positive thoughts all the time?
Hmm. It's a bit more than that. It's more about consciously choosing the thoughts you dwell on,
Mhm.
and how you react to different situations. Like, Alan believes cultivating that positive mindset is a skill, something you can actually develop.
That makes sense. So it's not just about like magically wishing good things into existence.
Yeah.
It's about having that awareness of your thoughts and how they influence your actions.
Precisely. It's about being in the driver's seat of your own mind, so to speak.
Did you find any of Alan's practical tips especially helpful in this area? Because I know there's a lot of, practical advice in the book as well.
Absolutely. One that really stood out for me was the emphasis on visualization. And he doesn't just say, think positive and it'll happen. He's very specific about creating a clear picture in your mind of what you want, almost like creating a blueprint for your subconscious to follow.
Wow, that's interesting. I actually use visualization techniques myself sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when I'm feeling overwhelmed,
I get it.
It's amazing how just taking a few minutes to picture a good outcome could really shift your perspective. You approach things with so much more confidence.
You're so right. And that ties directly into Alan's core concept. He kind of sums it up perfectly with that quote from Proverbs. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It just highlights how this wisdom isn't something new. People have recognized this connection between thoughts and reality for centuries.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff. And you called the book a practical manual for self-improvement in your review, which I think is such a great way to put it. I mean, it really speaks to the book's straightforward style. But what makes it so practical in your view?
Well, I think Alan's brilliance lies in how he takes these complex philosophical ideas and breaks them down into these simple, actionable steps. He doesn't just talk about, the power of thought in this abstract, theoretical way. He actually gives you concrete techniques you can apply to your everyday life.
I love that. So it's not just theory. It's like, here's what you can do starting today.
Exactly. For example, he talks about the importance of, replacing negative self-talk with affirmations, focusing on your strengths instead of dwelling on your weaknesses, cultivating gratitude for what you have.
Those are all incredibly valuable tools. And the fact that As Man Thinketh has been around for over 100 years and is still so widely read today just shows you how relevant these principles are. They really stand the test of time.
It's amazing. The language might sound a little old-fashioned in places, but the message itself is totally timeless.
Totally. So much has changed in the world since 1903, but the power of our thoughts remains constant. Something to really think about.
It is.
And it leads to a question I want to leave you with. If our thoughts really do have the power to create our reality, what kind of reality are we creating for ourselves with our thoughts today? It's something I want you to ponder as you continue to explore the principles from As a Man Thinketh and apply them to your own life.
It's definitely worth considering.
It is. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.
So yeah,